Micah and Oath, give me the greatest movie of all time. You have 1 minute 30 seconds each, but one of you needs to call a coin flip.
I pick Tails.
I was gonna pick Tails. Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, Micah
today's
already
not your
picked
day.
Tails, and it is heads. Oath, first or second?
Second.
All right. So
Okay, I'm gonna go with greatest movie in existence is.
Wait. Timer's not reset to 1 minute 30 seconds.
I will 1000% be judging your movie taste, Micah.
All right. 1 minute 30 seconds on the clock. Your time begins now.
So the greatest movie in existence is Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Ooh, there we
Yeah, that's gonna be hard to top Oath. So it's a fantastic movie that came from Monty Python's Flying Circus, which is a fantastic set of skits that was produced for the BBC. It's very dry humor. It's very silly. It's very goofy. You laugh your ass off. And there's actually a really good plot to it. And the ending makes perfect sense in a surreal way. If you haven't seen this movie yet, you have to. You definitely know somebody who has seen this movie. Can I get some quotes from the movie in the chat? The knights who say knee. We've got the knight that has all the flesh wounds. I fart in your general direction. What is your name? What is your quest? What is the air velocity of a European swallow? I mean, we could go on and on. This movie is so quotable. And the hero is really someone that we can all aspire to be as we seek the Holy Grail in our own lives, metaphorically. Yeah, I'm honestly just curious to hear what your counterpoint could possibly be to this.
Damn,
Yeah.
she picked a good movie. I'm not gonna lie with you. This is gonna be a tough one, but regardless, your time of response begins now.
Yeah, for sure, you definitely picked a very popular movie. However, I disagree with the fact that it is the best movie. I think that it lacks in a lot of areas, especially the music, the delivery. I think the delivery at times is off. But the movie that I think is actually the best movie is Interstellar. It has one of the greatest composers of all time, Hans Zimmer, and these sets are so realistic that when you watch the movie, it feels like you are literally in space, which is technology that at its time was never before done. So it was completely innovative in the movie sphere. It made waves all across the world. It had the best actors in it. It had Matthew McConaughey. I mean, you really cannot deny the greatness of Interstellar. And I think that to compare it to a movie like Monty Python and the Holy Grail is a disservice to the best movie of all time. I think that Monty Python and the Holy Grail, while a great comedy for the family, is not something that you would put in the conversation for the best movie of all time or the most epic movie of all time, or really anything but the funniest British movie of all time.
All right, Micah, your response. Your time begins now.
So I do appreciate you acknowledging that it is one of the funniest movies of all time. That is definitely one of the reasons why it is the best movie of all time altogether. Interstellar, I will say, is a good movie. However, Matthew McConaughey didn't do his best performance in that film. He did well in the more stoic scenes, but in his emotional scenes, I found it to be not very believable. Also, you picked a Christopher Nolan film, and if you're going to pick a Christopher Nolan film to be the best film in existence, I wouldn't choose Interstellar. I would choose a movie like the Black Knight, with the one with the Joker, with Heath Ledger Joker, or I would choose the movie Prestige. That is a fantastic Christopher Nolan film as well. There's so many Christopher Nolan films that are super great, and Interstellar is like bottom tier on that list. So for that alone, it's just like when you compare that movie to other movies within that genre and with that director, that's not the best movie. So comparing it to then something in a completely other genre that is so ridiculous that it becomes genius in its stupidity is just off the table. There's no comparison whatsoever. If you would have picked a movie like Inception, maybe we would have an argument, but with a movie like Interstellar, it's just no competition.
All right, that's your time. My favorite Christopher Nolan movie, the Batman movie, The Black Knight set in medieval Europe. Yes. It's Mike, it's The Dark Knight.
The Dark Knight. What did I say?
You said The Black Knight.
Black is a dark color. Yeah.
Okay. Oath, your response time. 1 minute 30 on the clock. Your time begins now.
Yeah, it's funny that you think that Interstellar is in the bottom tier of Christopher Nolan films, because Monty Python and the Holy Grail isn't even the best work that Monty Python has done. I think the best bits that come from Monty Python instead come from the show. So the fact that you want to say that my show is bottom tier is very hypocritical of your stance in and of itself.
We're debating movies, not shows.
However, I disagree with the fact that it's bottom tier of the Christopher Nolan films in general. I think that it has a better atmospheric presence than whatchamacallit, what's that movie? Inception? I don't even know what that movie is, dude. Like, come on. But in terms of like innovation in general, like you're just completely ignoring all the innovation. And you're saying that it wasn't Matthew McConaughey's work. I don't think that you can name a better Matthew McConaughey work. And if you did, it would be disingenuous, because it's not the best. Like, Interstellar is objectively the best Matthew McConaughey work. It is also some of the best musical soundtrack composition in all of the movie industry. And like I said, it's just not fair to compare it to Monty Python and the Holy Grail. While you picked a popular movie and it may resonate with more of the judges, I would say that my movie is more objectively better than yours. So that's what I think personally. Now, to finish this argument off and wrap it all up with a nice bow, I would say that if this was, like I was saying earlier, if this is an argument about the funniest movie, sure, you would win. But if we're talking about a movie that is the best, mine is objectively up higher on the list.
All right, and there is time now for the 1 minute back and forth. Your time begins now.
You mentioned that this was Matthew McConaughey's best film. I would say Dallas Buyers Club far surpassed it. And then you also said that me picking Monty Python and the Holy Grail, that it's not the best Monty Python work because the show is better. We are not debating shows right now. We are debating movies. So that point is also
But my
irrelevant.
response was that you were hypocritical to say that my work was bottom tier on the list, because your work is bottom
on the
tier
bottom
to
list
Monty Python's work.
of the works of movies by Christopher Nolan. If you want
Tomato,
to talk about
tomato.
the works that were
You're
done
not a judge,
within Monty
Micah.
Python, the Monty Python's Flying Circus, yes, it is fantastic, but it's not a movie, so I couldn't have chosen that.
I mean, is your movie really a movie, though, or is it just a series of bits?
Part 2.
Your movie's
but
really
Monty
just
Python
a
is
series
better
of
than that
bits.
movie.
It's not even a fully, like, it's barely has a story.
Throughout the
It's
entire
bits.
movie, they're seeking the Holy Grail. He's on a mission from God to seek the Holy Grail. Not too far from the Blues Brothers, also a fantastic.
Hey, that's 1 minute. You're done. Sorry. But we got to go on to the Banter Cast round here. We got any questions you need
That's
answered.
Lusticar's
That's
show.
Lusticar's show.
Hell yeah.
We
brother.
need you have questions, they have answers. Ask away. Your time begins.
I won't go first. Go ahead. I have a question though. Oh wait.
Now.
Can I ask questions or no?
Any of the judges who have gone, anyone who's judging can ask questions, which is all of you except for the contestants. So go for it.
All right. So, Micah, I got a question for you. So you said Monty Crew of the Holy Grail. Wait, how old is the movie?
He said the
again?
Motley Crew.
Monty Crew.
Oh, so you're muted.
The answer to your question is, suppose 2 swallows carried the coconut together.
What?
God damn it.
I'm swallowing? Do I
See,
swallow?
she's just-
Is that what you're asking?
It's funny, but it's not the best. Look at you guys. You guys are all laughing.
Okay. Now back to you said
Wait, come on,
yeah,
let somebody.
paranoia, right? Is that what you said? Paranoia?
Dude, shut up.
I have a small clarifying question, kind of. for
I
both
do
of you.
too.
You both had good points on what makes these movies great, but you're saying they're both the best. Can you kind of sum up what you define as best movie? Because you are both like comparing different genres.
There you go.
So
Correct
if
you,
they were-
Coriander. Micah said the greatest movie in existence, and that's the claim that I'm disputing.
Okay. So, but what
I'm
would you
willing to
say?
back that
Like,
up.
Yeah, so what would you say? So to define a best movie, what constitutes it as best? Other than like, I know the points you have made, but just kind of like.
It's
Oh,
all of
would
the
you like to go
parts-
first?
Yeah, it's all of the parts combined. It's from the music to the story to the environment, the atmosphere, to everything that is in the movie encompassing it together.
Perfect movie.
Not just one aspect that's really good where other aspects fail.
I think something that makes a great movie are parts that make it stand out. So you have Monty Python and the Holy Grail, which is a very simple form, and it's also very low budget. They used a lot of the same locations twice to get the shots, but it's still very entertaining. And the wonderful
Are you
thing
disagreeing
about,
with Oath?
Oh, I'm talking about why I think Monty Python and the Holy Grail is the best.
No.
movie in existence.
Specifically, he said it's the sum of the parts that make the movie the
What
best.
makes a movie the best movie of all
Yes.
time
No,
is
well,
her question.
they can have different
well,
elements
I'm
that I
saying
see as best.
specifically what makes it the best. So with Monty Python and the Holy Grail and with other movies that I think are fantastic as well, it takes the typical Hollywood trope of Act 1, Act 2, Act 3, which is what you'll see in every single Hollywood film that you watch. You have a character that you find their flaw, and then you put them in a tree, and then you throw rocks at the tree, and then you have this quick resolution at the end. The wonderful thing about Monty Python and the Holy Grail is it does follow that, but it turns some of those tropes on its head because the plot is so ridiculous, but they follow through with the plot throughout the entire movie, and then the ending is a very quick conclusion, and it does conclude the situation that has happened, but in a way that really turns it on its head. And
So you're
for that
saying
reason,
because your expectations are subverted, that's why it's the best movie.
I think it's the best.
Well, there's
movie
lots of
because-
elements. I think you
because
kind of
it
were saying
follows
similar.
it follows the Act 1, Act 2, Act 3 formula, but then it turns some of those pieces on its head. So
Do you think that Monty Python is the best example?
Time is up. We are done. Chat, it comes to you. 3 minutes on the clock. Who won? Up to you guys. Please vote. These votes are very close. So every single vote in your guys' vote matters. Let's move on to judges. Who did it better? Let's start up at the top with Biddy. Biddy, who debated better? Who did it better?
So I actually think Oath did because it wasn't. I don't think that there was just even with Micah, I saw more personal bias. Obviously, that's fine, whatever. But with Oath, like I heard him say more like actual points in the movie that were like the reason why it's better, and not just because it is. You know what I mean? So I say Oath.
All right. One vote for Oath. Moving on, Cloud. Who did it better?
So yeah, you guys both had valid points. Mighty Python was funny. It's a good movie. Interstellar was the same. I did enjoy Interstellar better, but based on the actual debate between you guys, I'm gonna have to give it to Oath.
All right. That is 2 for Oath. Pichu, who did it better?
So I actually, I'm like thinking critically right now. I enjoyed this round. I thought you both presented very interesting points. Micah, the passion argument makes sense when you're able to kind of further clarify the points that you're making. Otherwise, it just sounds like you're speaking on what your favorite movie is because X, Y, Z. You know what I mean? I think Monty Python is a great movie, but the original claim you made was the best movie in existence, and that is a large bill. You know what I mean?
There's also aliens that make movies also, so you gotta think about that.
I don't think Interstellar
No
is the
facts.
greatest movie in existence. I don't think Interstellar is the greatest movie ever. I definitely don't think Monty Python is either. I think neither of those movies are. They're both great movies, don't get me wrong, but the greatest movie of all time is obviously the Transformers, the movie 1986.
Oh
Shout out
my
Orson Welles.
So we're gonna cancel Pichu.
I forgot about that one.
Who?
That's a great movie, dude. Are you kidding me?
Who
That's
did
such a
it
good
better?
Okay. Vote me off, guys. Vote me off. I don't deserve it.
I wanna fuck. Who had a better argument? I would say that
debated
both had
better?
a better argument. But because I have to vote for who I think is prettier, I'm voting for Micah.
It's okay. It's
Heck
okay.
W. 1 vote for Micah, 2 votes for Oath. Let's keep going.
I
Coriander,
do
who did it
think
better?
Interstellar is a great movie, and I do think that Matthew McConaughey had a better performance in any other movie like The Wolf of Wall Street than Interstellar. Even though I love Interstellar.
Okay. All right. Coriander, who did it better?
I'm kind of torn. I know both movies very well, and I actually think that both of your arguments were very good. I mean, one of the movies does have a Broadway musical, and I wish you had brought that up. But
Obviously,
I'm gonna.
Transformers.
yeah, everybody knows Transformers the musical. Bumblebee's musical number, his ballad is gorgeous. I'm gonna none of that killed Pichu and he's out of the picture. I'm gonna give it to Micah because I feel like her I liked both of your points and I thought they were both completely valid, but I feel like her points about specifically Monty Python, this movie specifically, yeah, sometimes having personal bias in your argument can be bad. I felt like it actually helped her in this case because Oath, when you're bringing up Interstellar, I feel like you were bringing up a lot of points of why it's a good movie, but I don't think they necessarily emphasized why Interstellar specifically was a good movie. More of just like, you're almost saying like, this genre of film is better than Monty Python.
No, I said the composition. I said the actor, Matthew McConaughey's work. I said specific things.
I mean, but I mean, like I'm not saying like that's not specific. I'm saying that I feel like the points that were brought up specifically about Monty Python, specifically with the details, I felt helped the argument there a bit more than Interstellar. I feel like there was a lot more you could have said about Interstellar. But
all right,
both essentially
said
that Monty Python is a long SNL skit.
I'm like, both of you could win for I think both of you.
I'm not gonna lie, that was probably the funniest thing I've heard all night.
Okay,
so
is that a vote for Micah then?
He said Monty Python is a long SNL skit.
We have 2 votes for Micah, currently 2 votes for Oath, and we also have chat overwhelmingly, not very many votes, but still overwhelmingly voting for Oath. So that is 3 votes for Oath,
Thank you,
2 for Micah. We got 2 more people to go. Wubba, who did it better?
Come on, Wubba.
So honestly, I can't get over Interstellar's fucking ending. Like, holy shit, that was probably the worst fucking ending when he went to fucking 4D. I don't know where the fuck the homie was, dude. He was in some fucking reality TV show that I didn't fucking know existed.
Why are we going back to reality TV?
Because I should have won that fucking debate, but I'm gonna go with Biddy on this.
He doesn't know anything else.
You're gonna go with Biddy.
Yeah.
All right, nope, both of you were done.
I got Micah. I choose Micah only because I'm gonna meet her IRL and she might beat the shit out of me if I don't vote her. So Micah.
Micah, all right, 3 votes for Micah, 3 votes for Oath. Mirak, it all comes down to you. Who did it better?
I'm the tiebreaker. I'm in.
You are.
Micah.
Micah?
Yep.
Oh, and the upset. The upset.
What the fuck was that about?
Micah. Micah's muted.
You suck, Peachover. You fucking suck. I hate you.
She's pretty.
Illegitimate reasons. I hate you. No, Peachover.
Crack.
Peachover, you're the fucking worst.
Perry Nova, there is no rubric.
Oh.
The judges are meant to be honorable, but I can't force them to be.
Peachover, you're a piece of shit, bro. You're uninvited to the Minecraft server.
Oath. Listen. My Cash App is $ Peachover, okay? I will gladly.
Interstellar is a good movie, and I think that you should have brought up that it had fantastic after effects, special effects, and cinematography.
He did bring that up.
I did bring that up.
Also should have brought up.
But it doesn't matter because Micah wins, and we're done with the second round of round 1. I'm sorry, Oath. Welcome to the judges' table. If anyone thinks that Oath deserves a second chance, you can always bring him back for the duration of round 1.
To haunt me during my debate. I already know.
You can bring him back for the rest of round 1.
Does that mean that you're gonna let me win because you think I'm pretty?